Alright everybody, here we are, and let's be live. Let's go live just for 40 minutes more, because the last time I was live for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and it's time to just simply make it 2 hours. So already coming back to this one, we were working on this particular thing. The main focus is gonna be on working on the features of better auth. We will be implementing that. But before that, let's see this meeting info that actually saved. Uh, that is actually getting saved the right way or not. So what I'm actually gonna do over here, all the meeting info that I have, I'm gonna be deleting everything from here. So 3 documents I had over here, they are all of them have been removed, deleted. That's we have nothing over here. Let me keep it on the left, right, just like this, and let's test this thing right now. Create a meeting. Meeting is created. Now if I just simply copy it and paste it over here, enter. Of course I'll have to allow, but right now if you see inside this meeting section, if I refresh the page, I have got this meeting info, and the host is false over here. That's great. And right now if I just simply accept it from this side, allow, so host is still false right now. So we have is host, but that is false right now. Let me end the meeting, and once the meeting is actually ended, and if I show you the value of this, so it is still false. That is something we have to work on. When the time is getting changed, but the is host value is not getting changed. So in that case, what do I have to do? While ending the meeting, let me see what am I doing when I'm actually ending the meeting. Components, video, end meeting. So when I'm actually ending the meeting, I'm removing the chats and all, that's fine. I'm redirecting the user WebSocket connection gets disconnected, and when WebSocket connection gets disconnected, at that time I'm saving the history. If I don't have the current participant, I'm not saving. Otherwise current participant is host, I'm saving the value of it. As simple as that. And the current participant may be the host, may not be the host. And when I'm actually saving this value, so coming back to this particular section, I'm gonna be finding the meetings first of all, using the user ID and meeting ID. Once I got that, I'm gonna be setting the value of the is host. Is host is gonna be the value that I get from here, and end time is gonna be this. So I have to check the value of the is host over here. Alrighty, let's check this thing out. Overall this should be it. I have to definitely restart this. Probably it wasn't restarted, and because of that thing it did not work in the first go. So let me see whether it works right now or not. How long is it gonna be taking? Let's wait for a while, let the meeting be created, and then we'll see whether it is actually working the way we want it to work or not. Overall, the logic wise it's right. There may be something missing, so we will be just simply fixing those bugs. Overall it should be working. So let's simply click on new meeting. New meeting is created, and let me just simply end it from here. Once it is ended, so if I refresh the page, is host, the value of is host is still false over here, and we got is host, but is host doesn't have any value. That is the problem. So ultimately is host, it doesn't seem is host, that doesn't seem to have any value at all, or probably this is not even getting printed. That's right, D. That's sort of right. Where am I printing this? This is the WebSocket connection, and apart from this particular WebSocket connection, we have actually nothing. And let me check the WebSocket side. Is host, that is actually false. Why is the value of the is host false over here? Let's see. So when I actually created the meeting, and let me not create the meeting here, and this, Let me rather create the meeting here. Once the meeting is actually created, if I check this thing out, Redux, current participant, the value of is host is actually true. So if the value of is host is true over here, so that simply means if I end this meeting, is host is false. So somehow the value of is host I'm not getting right here. Okay, great. I have that in the state, but I don't get here. Great job. So what can I do now in that case? First of all, is host, right? I'm not getting the right value over here. In that case, if I go to the end meeting and not end meeting signaling, and over here current, okay, got it. What's the reason behind it? So the thing is that I'm getting the value of the current participant at the top. This is the problem. So I should be getting it wherever it is required. So if it is required on open, so I'm gonna be getting it like this, just in here. And if it is required here, so I'm gonna be getting here as well. So I'm gonna be importing it whenever it is needed. That's it. So right now it should definitely work. So if I create a meeting, if I end the meeting, if I go to my database, refresh it, the last one should be the host. Well, it still did not work the way I wanted it to work. So probably I need to refresh it. Let's see. Let me create a meeting. Alrighty, meeting is created right now. Is host is false, that is for sure initially. And if I come back here, now let me check the value of his host again. Let me end the meeting. The meeting has been ended. If I check the value of his host, Control Z, chat files deleted, isn't the is not really being saved. WebSocket server, I should somewhere be here. So as the meeting has been ended, if I check this thing out, the last one, it is still false. Let me delete all the meetings. This is not getting triggered the last time. Fine, not a problem. So what is the issue right now? The issue is pretty simple. I'm not getting the value of signaling.ts. Whenever I'm getting the value of this, I'm getting the value of the current participant over here. When I got the value of the current participant here, I'm gonna check it. So current participant, I'm gonna check exactly what value it holds. So current participant, just like this, and from on close, whenever it closes, do this again. Reload the page. The meeting should be created automatically. Wait a minute. It is created. Let me end this. It is directly ended. WebSocket connection closed. But ultimately we do not have current participant, and because of that thing, none of this is running. That is the problem. I don't have the value of the current participant. And the reason is pretty simple, because by the time I'm ending this, let me see what am I doing here when I'm ending the meeting. So handle end meeting, I'm sending the WebSocket message. It disconnects. I'm resetting the meeting later, so it is actually being done at last. So first of all, I'm informing others. When I'm actually informing others, I should definitely have the value of the meeting, and then removing the files and resetting these things. So what is the problem now? And how am I checking the value here? I'm checking it after this. So let me do one thing. I'm gonna be checking the value of the current participant without any checks here. So hopefully it will be printed then. Let me see if I'm missing something or not. New meeting. And end the meeting. The value is null. Okay, fine. This history I'm getting from somewhere. Let's not worry about that. But here the current participant from on close, that it had some values initially. Initially it had some values. Okay, so let me clear it. Join the meeting. So current participant from on close, right now it does have the value. So connecting to WebSocket, connection closed. When connection closed, it got printed, so it had the values. WebSocket connection established, sent asked to connect, and this all these things happen. And then resetting the state. So this resetting of the state should happen once I have done everything. That simply means end meeting model, the state that I'm resetting over here. I'm not gonna be doing any one of these things here. So cut. Even when when the user is leaving, this should not be happening here. When the user is simply leaving, others should be informed. So it's okay. Let's do it in here when the user is leaving. At that time, is this gonna be problematic or not? I am redirecting the user when the user is actually leaving. First of all, I am notifying the user itself and then saving the info. So this particular thing needs to be done after the info is saved. Alrighty, so what am I gonna be doing here? Whenever the connection gets disconnected, at last I'm just simply gonna be resetting it. The question is that how am I gonna be getting these methods over here? And the answer is gonna be pretty simple, and hopefully this is gonna be working for sure this time. So I need these methods. So const reset meeting, and that's gonna be equals to user meeting dot get state dot what do I want? I want a reset meeting. So this one, pretty simple. Similarly, the next thing is that reset meeting media. So reset meeting media, that's gonna be equals to use meeting media dot get state dot reset meeting media. This is what I want. And lastly, we have reset chat, use chat dot get state dot reset chat, and that is it. The job is done. So this is where this will be responsible for resetting the state on close, and overall it should be working fine. Let's see whether it works or not. We have these chats. Let me delete all of them. A host comes, a person comes ultimately. Reload the page, and that person creates the meeting. When the meeting is created, the information gets saved over here. The host is still false, but when I end the meeting here, yeah, I forgotten one thing. Come on, yaar. Literally, I haven't turned the chats off. Let me do that now. Just a sec. Okay, coming back to this one. So whenever the host joins the meeting, let me end this. By the way, host has joined the meeting, hence I should be getting this. Okay, I'm already getting it, this. And if the host ends the meeting from here, the meeting is ended. And if I come back here, the timing, end time should change, and this is host should become true. and turns out yeah, it is working the way I wanted it to work. So great job, this thing we have fixed as well. What is the next thing? We have done this, is host is there, so that simply means on the profile side I should be able to show the expected result. So if I go to main profile page.tsx, I have page header, page status. Let me go to the page status side, and here I have how many meetings I hosted, how many meetings I joined, and how many meetings I what was the total duration, like how many hours. Okay, so first of all let's talk about this thing. How am I gonna be calculating this? So for calculating it, I just need an action. So use state, use effect. I need a use effect first of all here, that will be running whenever the page renders for the first time. And once it is done, it will just simply be, do I need to do this running this use effect? Honestly I don't even think so, because when this page runs gets re-rendered for the first time, gets mounted for the first time, ultimately I have to just get the info and I have to just simply save it here, I mean render it here. So in that case I can just directly use an action, and that will be responsible for just simply giving me the values. So let me try this thing here. First of all, I need to have profiles action as well. So inside component, which page is this? This is the meeting status page. So probably inside this I will have actions folder 2, and this action folder will contain meeting status dot action dot ts. So meeting status dot action dot ts, export const meeting status async, and it's gonna be sort of like this. First of all, this is definitely gonna be server action, so use server. And once this much is done, then I have to get the meeting information. So const, first of all I need to get the collection. So meetings is gonna be meetings collection. Of course I need to await it. Bug issue, I'm not aware of this, hopefully I'm not facing. Okay, so this thing is done. Once I have my collection, so const meetings list. Do I need to get all the meetings? No, I need to get the meetings for that particular user. So that simply means I need to have the user ID over here. So user ID, and that's gonna be string. On the basis of the user ID I will be finding it. So in that case I definitely need to have use effect there, that is needed. So meeting list, and meetings dot find, I'm gonna be finding based on this user ID. So based on the user ID I will have found them, then I'm gonna be converting it to an array, just like this. So this is done, and once this is done, so I'm gonna be returning the response. So return status is gonna be success is going to be true, message is going to be meetings info fetched successfully, and meetings are gonna be equals to json.parse. I'll have to just stringify so that I remove the extra metadata, and meeting list alrighty. So this particular thing is done, and in case if I'm facing some errors here, so I'm gonna be wrapping this inside a try catch block, and I'm gonna be returning the same success false message error fetching meetings info, and meetings, that's gonna be just simply empty. So this is how I'm gonna be going ahead, and that is it. Once I have it over here, so I'm gonna be having an use effect here. So use effect, that's actually gonna be dependent on current user. So when I have the value of the current user, so it will be dependent on current participant. So whenever the value of the current participant changes, it will be running, and const current participant is gonna be equals to use meeting status, and status dot current participant. I'm gonna be getting this, and once I got the value of the current participant, I need to have a state as well. So const meeting, probably I can have directly meetings, and this is not gonna be good. So because at the end of the day, I want the time, I want the join meeting, I want the this. So first of all, let me cut it from here, from the page dot what the action that I created over here, I will be calculating everything, and then I'm gonna be returning. So I already have meeting list over here. Once I have the meeting list, what is the next thing that I have to do now? Why am I facing this issue? Well, I don't even have to come here, I have to go to the profile. Forget about this, I will be fixing this. By the way, that does not need to be fixed as I'm working on the things. So because of that thing, it is happening, behaving the way it is behaving. Meeting time, total meeting time. Alright everybody, welcome back. I just got disconnected.